Alright, we're going.
Alright.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Today, we're riding my brand new YT Jeffsy Core 4 at Allaire Park in New Jersey. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to give a little bit of an update on my YT Jeffsy. Also talk a little bit about Allaire Park. So on the left here, you can see this is actually a jump line. There's about 3 jumps, but my buddy and I are taking it super easy today. We don't really know Allaire, and Allaire has a ton of trails. So we reached out to somebody on one of the Facebook forums asking if they could show us around, and somebody was nice enough to reach out and say, yeah, no problem. So we have a new friend that's showing us around a little bit, but we're taking it extremely slow and extremely easy. I'm still dialing in the Jeffsy, even though I've had it for a little while, playing around with the suspension, playing around with the XL1 drivetrain, just getting things set up. You can see here we're just kind of cruising and feeling pretty good. So Allaire is much different than a lot of the trails that we've been riding. We've been riding a lot of stuff in northern New Jersey, which is big uphill, and then you get some decent downhill and a ton of rocks. So it gets either techie or just really bumpy. However, here, this is in central Jersey, closer to the shore, where you get a lot of sand on the trail. So when we first showed up, the person that was showing us around was nice enough to say, hey, you know, it's not like North Jersey. You don't have a lot of uphills. So I'm thinking, hey, that's going to be an easy day. However, it was constant pedaling. I mean, my legs were dead. So you'll hear me breathing pretty heavy. There's not too much downhill. Every time I thought we were going to get a nice little downhill to rest my legs, we had maybe like a minute. And then all of a sudden I'm pedaling again. However, on the plus side, I was able to really work on the drivetrain and kind of see how it was working, because I was shifting up, shifting down, back and forth. Along with that, the dropper post was really good, because, you know, the dropper was up, you know, we're dropping it, bringing it up, down, because there is a lot of this kind of like, you pick up some speed, then you gotta pedal. You pick up a little bit of speed, and you'll see here is I kind of like drop in, so there's a little hill, which is nice, and back up, and there's a lot of pedaling. So in the beginning of this video, we hit a couple features that are in the area. However, towards the end, a lot more just cruise around, so you can see what the trails look like. Just some standard trails. Again, a lot of pedaling, so we're not going fast at all. So in the beginning here, with these different drops, these are nice, a lot of fun. You'll see another one where we there's like a little jump, and then it goes down, then it goes up, and then there's a big drop. So we were really working on the big drop, so we weren't trying to hit the jumps to start, which you'll see in a minute. And then after that big drop, here it comes. That's the little bump, and comes up to the top, and then there's a big drop. At the end here, there's actually a pretty good little kicker that gives you a lot of air, which is nice. So we had a lot of fun. With the suspension on the Jeffsy, I'm utilizing the full suspension. I can see that I am using it completely. No issues though. I'm not really bottoming out, so as I want to hit things a little bit bigger, or as I get better so I can hit things bigger, I might have a problem with that. I'm going to have to change the suspension a little bit, but for right now, it feels so smooth. You know, a lot of people are like, hey, do you really need a full suspension bike? For me, the full suspension has made a huge difference for me. It just makes the riding smoother for me, especially on the rocky terrain, which you don't see in here. But on the jumps and everything too, it just feels so much more comfortable. So here we're kind of going in between features again. She brought us over to a little kicker that you're going to see in a minute, where we were just able to get a little bit of air. Again, my buddy and I were taking it really easy. You'll see him, he has the orange backpack on, so you can tell the difference between the two of us based on his orange backpack, and I'm not wearing an orange backpack. I have a gray backpack on. So we're having a lot of fun, taking it easy. He's actually riding a YT Jeffsy Core 2. So we both have the same bike, a little kind of nerdy for us, having basically identical bikes, but there's a reason why, and that's because the bikes are they just feel so good, and the price was right for the components that you get on them. So he's running a medium, I believe, which has the 27.5s, and I got the 29s on my large size frame. So a little bit of difference in the bike. He has the aluminum frame, I have the carbon frame. So maybe in the future I'll do a little video comparing the two of the bikes and what the differences really are. You know, there's some small pieces where there's different areas where the cabling comes out. The holes are a little bit different. Obviously on the aluminum frame you see the welded pieces. On the carbon frame you don't have the welding. So there's some small differences. We have different handlebars, you know, different headset, things like that. Different drivetrain, but for the mostly the same for the most part.
Nice.
So that's him hitting the little kicker that we had before. I go in, I think I hit it 2 or 3 times, that it'll be on here. And then from there we move into what I think that they call the pits, maybe? I forget the name of it, but there was basically one tabletop at the bottom that was really nice. So I'll let you guys check this out, and then when we get over there, I'll jump back in. Alright guys, so where I just dropped in, this is the tabletop, but we hit it from the side. So basically we went down the bottom so she could show it to us first. And now that's actually one of the drop-ins on the main side after we took a look at it, which I'm going to go down. But we found another drop-in location that was a lot faster. So this was my first time hitting, just to kind of check it out at a much slower speed. I thought I was moving pretty quick, but now you'll see me come back up. This is actually Brian coming down. And now this is us. Me said I'm going to take it slow, but I basically said I wasn't going to hit the brakes either. So as we get down, this is a different area that we dropped in, way more speed. And I was not ready for that, as you can hear. But basically I didn't even pull up too much or anything, and it gave me a little bit of air. So this was a lot of fun. This was probably my favorite part of Allaire. So we were here for a little bit. You'll have to see me hit this maybe like 5 times, something like that. And then from there we'll move on to the trails where you'll see us just pedaling around for the most part. We had a lot of fun on this one. I was getting used to the speed, so it took me 4 or 5 times before I started getting a little bit of air. So that was just a tiny bit of air. I got a little bit better as the time went on. This one I think is Brian hitting it. That's Brian hitting it. Yep. But overall, Allaire was a lot of fun. Very different riding from what we were used to. It exhausted me. I was so tired by the end of the day, and my legs were just done, because even though there isn't big uphills, there also wasn't big downhills, so it was just constant pedaling like I mentioned before. A lot of fun. I'd definitely go back, but I'll definitely be hitting more stuff in northern Jersey before I go back to Allaire. So I'll let you guys check out the rest of this video. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh. I just called you. I went the wrong way. I was not paying attention to you guys. Brian, I'm gonna let you do that one and I'm gonna videotape you.
I might just start in here and you can pretend I dropped in. Honestly.
Oh, there go my leg.